Hello everybody. We're gonna be doing some drawing. Maybe. Yes, okay. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if my thingy thing just suddenly stopped working? There we go. There we go. What are we doing? What do we want to do? Let me grab a couple things first. What, can I not make that window smaller? Damn. Here, let me move this. Move that. Maybe. Maybe we're just out here. Okay. I want this. There we go. There we go. Go. Oh. There we go. A nice malformed circle. We want this to be a spine. I don't know. Actually, wait a minute. Let me go grab something real quick. Where am I looking? What am I trying to find? I think it's this one. Yeah. We'll figure out what we're doing. Let me grab It's not in the game files. Give me a minute. Okay. Where are we going? How does this fur pattern go? Yeah, it's like over there. Oh, Maidenlish. How am I doing in this midnight hour? I'm like doing okay. It's all right. Think I'm just here trying to relax. Like, I wanted to stream earlier, you know, so it wasn't midnight when I was streaming, but like I was stuck in a work meeting. And boy, do I hate when I when I get called to be in a meeting that's the equivalent of an email. With Monmons. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Maidenless. Always appreciated. Let's try to... I feel like I'm making him look more like a bear. He does have this, like... He does have his, like, colored muzzle. So there probably should be a line to differentiate that. Yeah, because I got a, I have an editing job currently, and they were like, oh, we want everyone on the thingy thing to be in the meeting. And I got asked, like, the only thing I was asked the entire time was, hey, you're still editing, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, ah, very good. And that was it. That was... And I was like, an hour of my life gone. Makes me glad that, like, I'm just kind of on my own for the YouTube stuff. Let's see here. He's got, like, the little spots. Does he have a thick enough neck for that? We'll work it out, I think. That's what we'll be doing. We'll fix the eyes at some point. Hello, Sherish. The eyes aren't quite right, but neither is like a lot of things on the face. We'll worry about that at a later time. You've seen the dancing bird animation by now? I mean, there's a lot of those. But, like, probably. Birds for some reason. I think I have. I see a lot of bird videos every day, so... Oh, he is small right now. Oops. on the canvas. Eh. We'll work at that later. We don't want to make him look too thick. He's not a twink, but you know, we don't want him to have that much self-confidence. No, we need to reposition the ears, get those properly in perspective. And he's got that like deep V like tank top. Hmm. You like the expression? Oh, I see, I see. Is this what it takes? Are you gonna let this, like, shit kid win? Like... Not like that. Oh, I see, I see. I guess I could test it with... There we go. A little confidence. Ooh. Is that all you need? Hello, Spark. I guess I never really understood that because I just live my life with confidence 24/7. Like, you know? That was always something I was asked by college friends a lot, is like, how are you like this? How can you just be so confident and reassured 24/7? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Get over yourself? Question mark? Like... And then there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, I prefer him with just the tank top on and not the vest. Like, the vest he wears is, like, cute. But it also feels so try-hard. I feel like anytime I see anyone wearing, like, a leather vest or a leather, like, jacket, I'm like, you're trying too hard, man. Like... Like, shit ain't that serious. You don't need that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, we do not need an eraser that big. And Hmm. It, Let's see what happens if we be lazy. There we go. You know, sometimes you work smarter rather than harder. Esto. Oh, whoops. Okay. That's looking a little bit better. It's crazy. You stop that. It's like, you stop that right now. Let's not make that as rounded. This man's in his like mid to late 20s. He shouldn't be looking like cute like that. There we go. That's a bit closer to his actual, like, mouth. Let's see here. He still has his shitty not facial hair. There we go. there is the German snack doing all right? Is he looking cute? I think it's turning out pretty all right. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. To catch up on Shinya, have you not been keeping up? There's a really cool homophobic bird in it. You know, so that automatically makes it a 10 out of 10 experience. Like, you know. Which would you recommend more, Chinya or Under Heaven? I enjoy Chinya more. Under Heaven is very good, though. Before summer school starts. Summer school? Who does that? It's like, nah. Extra school? We don't do that here. It's like, I never did summer school, and look how I turned out. Okay, how does it look? Okay. Go. it's probably fine. It's probably fine. But how are you doing, Chase? It has been a minute. Yeah, it was kind of annoying. I had, like, more time to stream this week, but then ended up not streaming because of other work, and I'm like, yeah, this sucks. Middle of a match? What is this? Oh, hello, Shalky. Who's the tank top slut? No, you can't do that. No, you can't say that language on YouTube, Selkie. Oh, hello, Alex. Oh, yeah, see you, Alex. Bye. Let's see here. You just have to comment longer. Yeah, you just either that or put it in quotes, right? Like that also works. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Who's this tank top slut? Yeah, see? As long as you put it in quotes, apparently it's fine. You're quoting something, so it's educational. That's the workaround, right? I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it that way. That's for certain. Okay, how's the German snack looking now? It's like a little bit lopsided, but who cares? We're not trying to impress anyone. Yeah, whatever. That's how we feel about Devil Dinosaur. I am super excited to be able to play as just Devil Dinosaur. I know people would hate this because it would look really bad in the art design that Rivals has, but I kind of want like a skin later on that's the Jack Kirby design for Devil Dinosaur, where he like looks really fucked up. Because that's you know, hashtag my Devil Dinosaur. Like, he doesn't look cute in the, like, Jack Kirby era. He looks just really fucked. Granted, that was the point. I don't think the Moon Girl era of Devil Dinosaur goes over why he was called Devil Dinosaur. Or if they did, they probably didn't show it. That's just a red T-Rex. Yeah, but like his the reason why like his flesh looks all like blocky like that in the Jack Kirby era is so like Devil Dinosaur used to be a normal looking T-Rex, like in terms of like skin tone and everything. Like he was, you know, had the green look. The cavemen of the prehistoric era were so scared of him that they tried to burn him to death, and he just barely survived. And so, like, the reason why he looks like the way he does is because all of his skin is burned. And that's why he kind of looks so fucked up in, like, the Jack Kirby era. And it was Moon Boy that rescued him from the fire. And that's the reason why, like, Devil Dinosaur and, like, Moon Boy are so, like, connected. And why he's, like, the older brother. It's really cute. You know? It's a little wholesome. That was, like, definitely one of the dividing things in my brain of, like, oh, when Moon Boy meets Devil Dinosaur, Moon Boy, like, rescues him from being burned to death. And when Moon Girl meets Devil Dinosaur, she treats him as a burden and verbally abuses him for like a year of comics. Like, the entire time, like, the scene that lives rent-free in my brain forever, because this was really early on in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, when this is just, like, the same day a Devil Dinosaur gets, like, ripped from prehistoric era and brought to, like, modern day, and he's, like, sadly looking up at the moon because, you know, he had to watch his older brother die, you know, Moon Boy. And Moon Girl walks up and is like, get your fat ass over here. I have to hide you. I hate you. I hate that I have to take care of you. Like, and I'm just like, girl. Like, and, like, we're clearly, like, the scene is also comedic. You're supposed to laugh at this, and I'm like, I care too much about Moon Boy, like, to treat this as a joke. Like, it is what it is. They mellowed out Moon Girl way later, and they use her more mellowed out personality in the TV series. So most people, like, go like, oh, Josh, why do you dislike Moon Girl so much? And I'm like, you had to have been there. Because they made Moon Girl so insufferable for, like, 4 years worth of comics. And, you know, and to fix the perception of Moon Girl, they had to make a TV series so that a generation could be raised on that instead. Which is smart, mind you. I actually think that's very smart. But it does mean the rest of us that had to deal with, like, her original era, like, we'll probably never get over it. You know, like Riri Williams. Good. Fan favorite character, Riri Williams. I think they were made around the same time. Yeah, was that all new, all different Marvel, or was that Marvel Now? I legitimately always get those two eras confused, because, you know. They were both branded as, like, all new titles with all new characters and mantles and a new status quo. Yeah, I'm not gonna get those confused. Nope, nope, sorry. No, wait. The third of the bus is writers of being unlikable. Yeah. We still can't, like, get Damien to be likable. It's, like, the dumbest shit in the world. Like, there's, like, 2 writers that write Damien very well, and, anytime they leave the Batman title, it's like, well, I guess Damien's going back to being an unlikable piece of shit. Like... like, okay. I usually also hate when they try to make, like, Damien likable through being quirky. Like, I always hate that. Like, there was this weird era where they were like, oh, let's make it so that Damien's, like, into anime and manga. And, you know, that'll make him relatable to the youth of today. Like, that'll explain why he fights with a katana and, like, is kind of a weeb. Sure. It's not like Damien is Eurasian or anything, and thus, like, you could use that for that reason. Like, you know, then we'd have to bring up Damien's ethnicity, and we would never do that. They made him a weeb. Yeah, yeah. I also think the era where they tried to make him, like, super into animals was really weird. That's where, like, Bat Cow comes from, where he's like, I'm gonna become a vegetarian and save the animals. And it's like, I don't believe this for a second. Like, and that was dropped pretty fast. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Apparently, it's just really hard to write Damien. They've given him multiple love interests, and they usually fade out as soon as the writer leaves. Anyone remember Flatline? I don't think anyone really remembers Flatline. She had a weird superpower, I guess. Like, that was weird. Because her whole thing was like... This is gonna sound weird, alright? So, Flatline's superpower was that she would gain the physical training of those that die around her. So, like, if a master bowman were to die within her vicinity, she would suddenly become a master bowman. Right? Like Archer, right? That's her shtick. So, and she goes by the name Flatline. Like permanently? Yeah, it's permanent. Yeah. So she, like, works in an assassin group because, you know, trained individuals are going to die in that field. So it just means she gets more, like, skill sets just being there. She murdered Damien by literally ripping his heart out. She, like, punched through his chest and ripped his heart out. And thus she gained all of the, like, training that he had. That seems like a villain power. Oh, well, she works under Lord Deadman. Don't ask. Don't ask. She's the sidekick to the villain Lord Death. Is it Lord Deathman? It was something like that. He was an old, like, 60s era Batman villain. made by the Japanese side of the company. Like, this was a villain made when, like, DC Comics licensed out Batman for a manga back in the 60s, and they created the villain Lord Deathman. And he comes back up every now and again because people are like, oh, it's the weird, quirky Japanese villain. Look, superhero comics have weird histories, okay? Like... They're just allowed to be like this, alright? Alright. I'm like trying to get myself to like draw more full body. But I like fucking hate drawing legs and feet. But whatever. They'll just look bad. Also, of course they were gonna give Damien, like, a super villainess as a love interest. Like, come on. Like, that's free. Even though I think Flatline is going to be joining the new Teen Titans group. That's going to be mostly all characters that have never been a member of the Titans. Because, you know, we have the Titans, and they want to have a Teen Titans book. Because, for some reason, people don't realize that the Titans are the Teen Titans you're familiar with, but as adults. Because, you know, they kind of grew up. Right? Like, they're all in their mid to late 20s now. They can't really call themselves the Teen Titans. And they keep trying to, like, revitalize the Teen Titans brand, because, you know, it's a TV show. So they keep trying to give us, like, new Titans, like, new Teen Titans, and it's just... It never quite works. Oh my god, yeah, the Dreamer guy, yeah. People forget time actually exists in comics. Yeah, it's weird. 'Cause, like, time has always moved forward in, like, comics. That was the reason why the Crisis events usually happened. Is, like, too much time had passed in universe, and they still wanted, like, Bruce Wayne and shit around. And even though he's dead, because, you know, he's too old. So it's like, cool, we'll have a Crisis event to reset the timeline, and that's why we get the different universes. Which I think is, like, fair, because it lets, like, different eras have their own, like, growth for those characters. But, you know, sometimes it's done bad, so, you know, it is what it is. You know, it was done okay back in the 80s. It was done catastrophically poorly back in 2011. No one can figure out if we like Infinite Frontier from 2021. And now we're in another pseudo-crisis era where, like, the entire status quo has altered slightly because of DCKO. Like, Superman currently doesn't exist, kind of. Clark won DCKO and became a god, so he's no longer, like, in continuity anymore. Because he's left our plane of existence, so, you know, we have a new Superman to replace him. Like, temporarily, of course. Until the next event comic brings back Clark. They've already said that's going to happen, so, you know, there's no... we know that our time with Superboy Prime as Superman is going to be temporary. It is fun though. Like I do like Superboy, like Prime as Superman. Like he's really funny. Always has been. Because he was like a version of Superman that knows the universe is fictional. And grew up with Superman comics, but then became his universe as Superman. It was very weird. But yeah, that's our current like Superman is grown up Superboy Prime. And he's just like hilarious. Like usually he comes up as a villain. Like most people know Superboy Prime is a villain where he showed up, shattered the multiverse, killed a bunch of characters. And I just love that, like, the sales pitch in, like, his debut issue as Superman is, like, people hating him because everyone kind of remembers that he, like, genocided Earth multiple times. And his reaction, because, you know, he's aware of the multiverse being fictional, like, being a comic book. And he's just like, oh, whatever. It's how many crisis events have happened? You all are back to life anyway. Everyone I died, like everyone I've murdered has come back to life. Like it matters. Like that's our current Superman, and it's great. It's a very good energy. He needs like a PR individual, like, because everyone fucking hates him. And they're like, ugh, why you? And he's like, but why not? I'm here. Do hyenas have tails? How big is a hyena's tail? Are they big? I can never remember. You know what, let's just go. I think that's too high. Let's go with that. Let's go with that for his tail. That sounds fine. Actually, I think we're at the point in the drawing where I kind of need a bit more visibility. Thinking. Very dangerous, I know. I think that's looking pretty okay. Actually, let me test something real quick. I think those proportions look a little bit better. Yeah. Something like that. How do we want... to do this one over here? There we go. Let's get rid of these. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks okay. The homophobic bird. What? Have you not seen that character? I don't even remember what his name is. Does he have a name? Usually he just shows up, I'm like, oh my god, bird. Let me double check that real quick. Sprite. I think he's labeled as Eagle. Yeah, he's labeled as Eagle. Good old Ernest Eagle. And hate criming. Oh. Hmm. It's like, I'm sorry, people that are into feet. I can't do it. I am terrible. Obzu went down? What do you mean Obzu went down? Strange, okay. Guess that was an OBS problem? Hmm. Oh well. I need this window up. Okay. Hmm. Probably means there's an update I need or something. That's usually when OBS starts getting upset at me. Hmm. Okay. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe not. Like, okay, we'll fix this one. Probably needs to. I kind of thought perspective would go a bit more like that, but it should be more like this. But that is fine. That is fine. We're just out here, man. We're putting some lines on a digital canvas. trying to make them look like something. Esto. Okay, where does this man have his spots? Well, let's make sure he's got his. He's got some of his friends. Oh man, this is the reason why Akira Toriyama got rid of Cell real fast in Dragon Ball. Why? Okay, wait. Do you actually not know why? Give me a second. Let me find it real quick. You know what? Who cares? We can use. Is this a good image? Okay. Let's throw. Oh, what? Why does it not work? Damn. Okay. Do I need to like save it? Sometimes Obzu is weird about it. Let me get this real quick. This is funny. We'll grab that. Oh, is Windows upset at me? No, it's fine. Okay. Can I not click and drag it in? Okay. Yeah, there we go. So, imagine, if you will, this character design. Right? Now imagine with a pen individually inking all of those spots. All of them. In every panel this character appears in. Yeah, Toriyama does not have fond memories of the character of Cell. He hated that character. It's very funny. Actually, a lot of decisions in Dragon Ball were completely fueled by Toriyama going, I don't want to do that anymore. Oh, like Toriyama himself. Like, he did that and then went, I hate this. I'm never drawing this character again. And, like, got rid of him as, like, fast as possible. It's the reason why the Android saga is so short. Or at the very least, why Cell doesn't appear on panel very often. This is if you read the manga specifically. The anime hated their staff. And had Cell around a lot because the character was popular. But, like... even things like Goku's tail, Toriyama just was like, I don't want to crosshatch like the tail anymore, and so he just stopped drawing the tail, and he just put in a narrative device for why Goku no longer had a tail. I was like, oh, it got cut off. Congratulations. He got tired of inking Goku's hair and introduced Super Saiyan to be blonde so he no longer had to ink the hair. Man is an actual genius. People thought it was to be cool. No, he just didn't want to ink anymore. I understand those choices, right? Shit's so funny. Because I'll like hear people go like, oh, I wonder why they chose blonde for Super Saiyan. Like, what an interesting choice. Me having read the interviews. Oh, bitch, you aren't ready. You are not ready for the answer. Cause that shit's just so funny to me. I mean, basically every manga artist has their own version of that. Why do you think, what was it, Naruto traded his goggles for the headband? Oh, but in the lore, he had, yeah, no, that's there? So he had a reason to swap out the goggles for the headband. It's like, yeah, remember when Naruto had goggles? Yeah, most people don't. Because that was a design change that was done very fast. Oh, hello, Ivan. That was like 2 issues into to the damn series. He's like, oh, these goggles are gonna be a pain in the ass to draw. And you know, at least he figured it out real fast. You know? So some manga artists take a bit to be like, oh no, this is a mistake. Design choices. I don't want to fucking deal with this, right? Right? That's one of the reasons why I always tell people don't read into lore. Because, like, the real reason behind it is probably not what you think. And it's probably not an actual universe reason. It's probably something like Toriyama not wanting to ink Goku's hair anymore. Shit is very funny. I forgot his like ear thingy things. He has like 3 of them, right? Yeah. The mythical pitch stream, you're terrible. you're truly terrible. Do whatever they want with it, right? Like, why would they change this? It's against the lore that they set because they wanted to. Or it was to make something else easier. Congratulations. Maybe when you learn to be a writer, you'll learn why. Actually, do Hyena's tail have a pattern on them? Oh god, am I gonna have to look up Hyena tail? Hyena tail. Okay. Sure. Okay, so I really hate. So when I typed in hyena tail, the very first suggestion it gives me is hyena tail fursuit. And I really hate that. And even my image results for just hyena tail has a fursuit one in there. Truly heinous, truly terrible. I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here. There we go. Let me just check if we... those ears look not sealed. Oh. Okay. Oh, lit. No, the tattoo. Okay, where... Oh, it's right there. Okay. What? No? Edo? Where we got? What counts as an opening? Is it that? No? You know what? We'll just do an extra line in. Because I don't feel like... Okay. There goes that. Amazing. Okay. Terrible, Ivan. Terrible. Is that what we want? I think that's probably going to be fine. Josh getting a fursuit. That is never happening. Let me tell you this now. That is not a thing I ever want to happen. How big would the beak be? Bitch, I don't know. You think I care enough to know how this shit works? I don't know. I've always hated. Okay, so like I've actively always hated being in a costume. I hated cosplay. I hated like thingy. No. That is not for me. I don't like it. Like it's all fine. Oh, here, I have to go use the restroom. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? Always hard questions. Looks nice. Ah, thank you, Babaushi. Yeah, that's fine. That will do just fine. with the feet community, is it? I don't know. I think I am really bad at drawing feet. I feel like that community would dislike my work. Pit and feet? You're terrible. Do you want me to start putting shoes on all these characters? That's always an option. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops. We'll fix that later. Just let Messer die? The feet and mouth, right? We'll fix that up. That was a whoops on my part. There we go. Fixes that problem. You want to suffer drawing shoelaces? I've never suffered. I just draw 3 lines across the the top of the shoe and call it a day. It's like, isn't that what everyone does? It's like, there are ways around this. Two zigzag lines, right? The people that sit there and painstakingly draw, like, actual shoelaces, my condolences. I think therapy exists. I suggest that for those individuals, like... Hmm. Oh, fuck. Wait. You know what? It can be a little bit big. That's fine. Who's going to be paying attention to the foot anyway? Don't answer that question. Never mind that. Yeah, see? You mean grippers? Love that. Oh, dear. Do you all prefer grippers? Do you like referring to them as grippers, dogs? Like, what's the verdict? Any other term is cringe? I see. Hogs? Oh my god. Whichever one sounds funnier in the moment. Selkie's got it. Truly, it's just whichever one's funnier in the moment. Oh. It is entirely better this way. That's fine. Interesting. That is the wrong rotation button. The gutters! Oh my god. Yeah. It's like, yep, I am indeed familiar. I know several people. Okay. Hmm. Dude, that game was terrible. Oh, what did they always do in anime dubs in the 90s and early 2000s? What was it? Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub? Isn't that what they always localized that shit to? Oh. That shit was terrible. Oh, look, it was a different time, Selkie, a different time. Some would say better. I would not say that. It is entirely fine. Oh yeah, I need to do the tail. I always forget. I'll skip that on accident. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Probably, anyway. Look, I don't want this to be no 17-hour drawing. I don't need to sit there painstakingly changing things. Like, nah. This is what we call a Twitter doodle. rid of all of that. Okay. I think it's coming together. Probably. How do you all feel about Chinya? Are you all reading that VN? I think it's pretty alright. The Polish names are hard to pronounce, but you know, I feel like that's half the fun. I think Tomasz Tom is a pretty fun protagonist. He's a little bitch, and we love to see it. Here, let's... Let's add a little depth to some places. Definitely read when there's an update. Yeah, there was like, oh, was it last month? I don't know, man. I feel like recordings have been a bit of a blur recently. It's been nothing but, I feel like for the past month it's been nothing but Soul Creek and Roads Get Traveled for me. But I'm pretty sure Chinya had an update like a month or two ago. Is giving this another pandemic. Oh, fucking lit. I can't wait to sit indoors again. And then get messages from friends going, how the fuck do you live like this? Again. Basically, all my friends know that I am a person that will sit at my computer desk for 10 hours straight, just doing computer work and stuff. And when COVID hit, I had so many people going like, I miss going outside. And I'm like, these weak individuals. It's like, you don't deserve the sun if you can't take the indoors like this. Then again, I went out a lot during COVID. It was really funny. You know, I live in rural bumfuck, like, nowhere. So I was like, there's no way I'm getting a virus if I just go outside. There's not enough of a population here to do that. And gas prices were so low. It was amazing. So sometimes I would just like drive out like hour and a half just to like meet up with some friends, because like they're like, oh well, I can't leave my house, and I'm like, I'll just drive to you then, whatever. You know, like, who cares? It's like $1 for a gallon of gas right now. Like, truly, that was the best part of COVID, was gas prices. Yeah, because that was when Darian and I started to see each other more. Because he was always like busy with work, like, for a while, and then COVID hit, and he's just like, well, I guess I have. Actually, no, he had to work through COVID. That's right. So he had nothing else to do. So he was just like, yeah, come over. And it was super cheap for me to go do that. That shit was so convenient. That was like my last or second to last semester of college. So all of that shit was online, and it's like, oh, thank God. Because, like, as much as I liked being in the art program, hauling, like, canvases and paints and, like, a computer for graphic design, like my laptop and all of that equipment, bringing that to and fro from campus was always, like, kind of an annoyance. Like, I did it, and it was fine, but, like... it was still, like, annoying. So it is what it is. Needed a whole trailer. I definitely had, like, no real backseat to my car anymore. Like, that shit was, like, just filled with supplies and whatever. And now it's filled with a garbage bag. So, is that better or worse? Who knows? We're just doing this to add some depth in some places. It will probably look a bit too flat. Yeah. We'll see what happens if we just fill in this entire area. How that looks. Oh, that doesn't look bad. Adam Musk Cloud? No. No, I do not think we will do that. Nice try, though. I like the tenacity. I like the conviction, you know? Okay. Where is... There we go. Hmm. Let's see here. Man, that looks... Okay, let's do it this way. Look, someone will notice if this isn't curved correctly. And that someone is me, so... Okay. There we go. What do y'all think? What do y'all think of our precious DeWitt? DeWitt Chinya. Did he turn out okay? Terrible, I will say. Terrible of ya. What? Oh my god. Well, hello, Kai. Love tank top slut. Oh my god. He is the only character that does wear a tank top in that game, doesn't he? Truly a shame. Truly a shame. We need to get Tom in a tank top. Oh, wait, no. Maybe Otto. I think Otto might be the better choice. Otto's cuter. Otto is definitely the cutest character in that game. There we go. That is a lad. Yeah, There we go. That's all saved and shit. Okay. Daisy Dukesy, stop that. Terrible, everyone. Okay. All right. I think we'll wrap the stream up here for the night. So I do hope that you've all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys around. Have a good night, everyone.